What is up, everybody? I am B Squared. Welcome to the channel. So we got this little spot on the lake to ourselves this morning, so heck yeah to that. What we're going to be doing today is just keeping it kind of simple with summer basics, figuring out where these fish are staged, what kind of structure they're clinging to, what they want to eat. So we're going really jig heavy today and deep diving cranks. I'm still going to be throwing some swim baits around because I'm trying to learn, and it'd be really cool to get munched on one. So yeah, I'm gonna get rigged up and I'll see you guys out on the water. All right, so this wind is pumping, y'all. Kind of a bit of a change to the original game plan. Went with a bladed jig, try to take advantage of some of this wind. It looks like I'm gonna be hitting the Skinny Cove back here before long. I just got done paddling to Main Lake, but she kicking. So we're gonna stay out here as long as we can, see if we can't find one or two, and let's go for it. Start off throwing this crankbait around. Got some good rock structure here. Got a 15-foot crank on. Yeah, this wind is just gonna play with me. Days like this, you gotta be patient, work casting when it lets you, and just cooperate with the wind instead of fighting against the wind all day. What is that? Something orange in the water. Hang on. I am curious. Where did it go? I don't know. It looked like a pool noodle. It looked like it was holding something. It wasn't a jug line either. Almost looked like somebody's GoPro. Up there it is. What is that? Give me this thing. There you go. You can back up again. It's right in here somewhere. It might be somebody's limb line with a giant fish on it. Who knows? Oh well, I'm gonna quit wasting time. Let's quit wasting time. ADD in the house? Focus, Brad, focus. Let's get to cranking. Oh my God, look where you're at. I hate when the wind's pushing you towards your cast because you can't feel the bait working. Give the crank a couple more and then switch it out, try something else. Windy days, you gotta peg the baits, boys. If not, you're gonna be digging out messes. Oh, sure. Alright, so we're gonna flip a jig a little bit. Yeah, this wind's just got me all out of freaking position here. Oh. Fish. Oh, we ain't that new boy. Oh, yeah. It'll work, though. Hey, girl. God, this long rod is my nightmare right now. Oh, man, I got a floating net. I'm just going to have to get you off here. That's not happening. Okay, we're going to throw it some line out. Calm down, girl. So I'll get my net in a minute. There we go. Yeah, I think I got line on my camera. First fish of the day. Little crankbaiter. Oh man, she ate it too. That girl back in. Alright, she's gone. I gotta go back and get my net. Hey, first fish of the day, we'll take it. Crankbait, baby. Let's go. Let's not be a spaz. Where did it go? So far we've got one fish on the crankbait. I'm kind of thinking about going away from the bladed jig and just going with a regular jig, seeing what's on the bottom. I'm gonna throw the TK a little bit more, but the crankbait I'm throwing has kind of got some blue and yellow, so I might put on something a little more bluegillish. I don't know. We'll see what happens though. TK going a bit. I am trying desperately to get back up here and work these points on the other bank. But man, this wind is giving me no slack today. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm not done though. I am not done. I want to get on a couple more here. So we'll see if I can beat Mother Nature and get up to where I am trying to go. Spoiler, it did not happen. No more fish were caught. And it was a grind, it was tough, but that's what keeps us humble, that's what keeps us working and getting better, and that's what makes the good days even better. But as I was watching back on those clips when I was editing, I thought it'd be a perfect chance just to really, really quickly talk about kayak safety, especially on those windy days, because it can get really sketchy really quick. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things I've picked up on and pass them on to you, and hopefully it can help keep you on the water and more importantly keep you safe on the water. So what I'm talking about mainly applies to lake fishing. It's not going to hit you too much on the ponds. And river fishing, the main thing is keep an eye on the water output level from your big lakes. You do not want to be on the river with that water roaring, straight up recipe for disaster. But with any water, anytime you're on a kayak, always wear a PFD. I've got one of the CO2 cartridge ones. It's really lightweight. I don't even know it's on most of the time, but you are not too cool to wear a PFD of some type. So that is an absolute essential. Well, on those windy days like you just watched me battle, one of the main things that will help is keep the wind at your back as much as possible and let that kind of push you along rather than having to fight it. And you can do things to kind of control the speed you're going, but when you do get to that juicy spot that you want to fish, don't sit just dead straight facing the bank, because that windy current's going to be hitting you right in the side, and then you got rollover possibilities, and you do not want that. I like to point about 45 degrees inward, and what that will do, it'll slow you down and allow you to fish, but you're also getting rid of that direct side impact like I was talking about. So always fish at an angle. So the next thing everybody kind of has their preferences on, and that's scupper plugs, but on windy days, leave them out, because you're gonna be taking on some water just by circumstance of being out there when it's choppy. But with the scupper plugs out, it's gonna let all that water run right back out of the kayak instead of staying in and weighing you down and filling you up with water. And plus, nobody wants a wet butt when they're fishing. Nobody ever wants a wet butt when they're fishing. Scupper plugs out. This one's weird because it goes against our natural instinct, but when you've got to cover water and kind of go from point A to point B, you want to go straight into the waves. And everything in it says kind of cut it at an angle. But like I talked about before, then you're letting that water push you on the side of your kayak, and we don't want to roll. So take them straight on, because you're not going to flip straight nose to butt. It's just not going to happen. So go straight into the waves when you are covering distance. So a couple more things. On the windy days, casting can be a pain. If that wind gets behind your lure, it can launch it a clear mile, and it can launch you straight into a tree. I've done it 1,000 times. But one thing that can help is cast low and cast where the wind is letting you cast. If a spot looks awesome, but you're already kind of drifting past it, just chalk it up and move to the next. Don't try to force anything. And the biggest thing, keep the line low. Last thing, keep everything, and I mean everything, strapped down when you're on the kayak, especially in the wind. I've lost rods, I've lost gear, I've lost tackle. It's not a good feeling when you're just watching money sink and you can't do anything. So keep it strapped down. When you can, go with a buddy. Don't get out there by yourself. Stay safe at all times. And that's going to do it for me this time. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully next time things will go a little easier. Hopefully the weather isn't trying to kick my butt. And hopefully we can get on some more fish. But yeah, thank you. See you guys next time.